Hello, good morning. Uh, Today we are going to discuss, or rather, I'll be showing few solutions to problems on retirement. Last time we saw few problems. Now, today also we will see whatever were asked in your board exam. Now, in the previous lecture, I have shown you some problems where, in the case of retirement, uh, when goodwill of retiring partner, share of retiring partner's goodwill, how the treatment is to be given. So there are two ways of giving treatment to this. In the previous problems, I have shown you two accounting entries and how to post those entries in the ledger of retiring partner and continuing partner. So in those problems, I told you if goodwill of retiring partner is raised and written off, I told you two journal entries, and those were goodwill account debit to retiring partners capital account, and second entry continuing partners capital account debit to goodwill account. So this is what I told you last time. Now, in this lecture, we will see that we can pass combined entry without debiting or crediting goodwill account, and then how the effect of this will be shown in partners capital account, that we will see today. In other words, there are two methods of two ways of showing goodwill of retiring partners, goodwill regarding retiring partners. So one way, as I told you, pass two journal entries, debiting goodwill and crediting goodwill and crediting goodwill and credit the goodwill account and debit the continuing partners capital account in the ratio of gain. Today we will see that, let me make it clear that if the goodwill of the firm is raised at the time of retirement, you have to take full value of the firm of goodwill, pass the entry goodwill account debit to all partners capital account, show this goodwill in the new balance sheet. If goodwill is raised and written off, then continuing partners capital account debit to goodwill in the new profit sharing ratio. Goodwill account will not come in the balance sheet. But at present, we are talking about share of goodwill of retiring partner. So there are two ways of recording. Again, I will repeat, I will just revise that. Find out the share of goodwill of retiring partner from the total goodwill if given in the question. Total goodwill into share of retiring partner profit sharing ratio of profit share of retiring multiplied by, and find out his share, and then pass two journal entries, or you can pass one combined entry, that is we are going to discuss now. Apart from that, usual things you know, that when general reserve is given, reserve fund is given, credit to all partners in their profit sharing ratio. If P&L account is given on the asset side, debit all partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio and credit goodwill. So now coming to the questions based on this, let us see few problems today, and today we will be on the last lecture on this. Next time I will be starting with death of a partner. Now let us try to understand the question which was asked in board exam. Now this is the question asked in July 2016, retirement. Anita, Sunita and Kavita were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:3:2. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2013 is as below. Capital accounts, Anita, Sunita, Kavita. Now I have made it bold because Kavita is going to retire. So in your exam, you should mark like this. This partner is getting retired because his dues are to be found out from her account or his account. Creditors, reserve fund. Now this reserve fund you have to give it to all partners, including retiring partner. Now building, machinery, furniture, debtors, stock, cash, total 48,900. Now adjustments or information. On 1st April 2013, Mrs. Kavita retired from the firm on the following terms. Goodwill of the firm. Now goodwill of the firm is given. See, goodwill of the firm is valued at 4,000. However, only Kavita's share in it is to be raised in the books and written off immediately. So, from 4,000, you have to find out what is the share of Kavita. Now, assets to be revalued as under: stock 6,300, machinery 10,000, furniture 10,200, RDD to be maintained at 10% on our debtors, 100 rupees 100 to be written off from the creditors. The amount payable to Mrs. Kavita is to be transferred to her loan account. So now, see machinery. Now first let us. So there is no change in the building. So same figure will come in the new balance sheet. There is no change. So building, as I told you, whenever there is no change, immediately write down the amount in the new balance sheet as it is. Now next adjustment, there is reduction in the depreciation in the case of machinery. So debit side of profit and loss adjustment account, deduct it from the assets, outer column 10,000. Now there is 10% on RDD, so 10%, so it will be debited to reval profit and loss adjustment account and deduct it from the debtors. outer column 4,500. Now there is appreciation in the furniture. So credit, so add in your furniture, appreciation you have to add. So outer column 10,200. Now creditors are to be written off, written back actually. So written off means there is profit. Reduction in the liability, there is profit. So credit side of revaluation and deduct it from the liability side, less written off, 10,800. So this is how you have to post the differences in the assets and liabilities, close this account, find out profit or loss. Debit side is more, so there is loss, so it will be shown on the debit side of all partners capital account. Now coming to your goodwill. Now goodwill is 4,000. So the share of retiring partner Kavita is retiring. Her share is 2/8, that is 1/4. So find out her share. Goodwill of the firm is 4,000, but as per adjustment, we have to pass the entry for Kavita's share of goodwill. Her share of goodwill is 4,000 into 2/8, that comes to 1,000. Now, since now in this case, is it necessary for you to find out gain ratio? No, because new profit sharing ratio of continuing partner is not given in the question. So I have written here, since new profit sharing ratio is not given, gain ratio will be new ratio, which is 1:1. How it is 1:1? See, here the ratio of all partners is 3:3:2. As I told you how to find out new ratio, ignore the ratio of retiring partner. So new ratio is 1:1. So direct entry for goodwill is here. So what I am teaching today, new thing, that goodwill account neither debited nor credited, we can show the effect of goodwill payable to the retiring partner by passing one journal entry, Anita's capital account debit 500, Sunita's capital account debit 500 to Kavita's capital. Entry for goodwill credited to Kavita in the ratio of gain ratio 1:1. This is what I am teaching today. In the previous problems, what we did, we passed two journal entries and accordingly we gave the effect of goodwill in the capital accounts of partner. Now, how to show in the partner's capital? See here, the entry passed was Anita's capital account debit, Sunita's capital account debit to Kavita. So here Kavita is getting 500, credit 500 by debiting Anita's capital and Sunita's capital 500 each. This is how you have to show in the solution, in the answer. While solving the problem, this is what you should show in your capital account. This is what I am teaching today. My object of taking few problems on this topic is to show how the effects are shown for the goodwill which is belonging to the retiring partner. So this one problem is over. Now then you have to post it, close the account, and see, retiring partner is Kavita, total is 10,000, 10,000, loss was 300, so loan amount is 9,700, showing the new balance sheet, Kavita's loan account, close the capital accounts of continuing partner, find out the balance which will come in the new balance sheet. And this is how you have to tally the problem. Now coming to next problem. Now in the next problem, this was asked in your February 2000. Now coming to, it came in July 2016. Now we will go to next problem where journal entries were asked. Again, I am repeatedly telling you, board will test your knowledge from all angles. In one question, they will ask you journal entries. In another question, they will ask you to prepare various ledger accounts. This is what, so you must be prepared for whatever board will ask and whatever is given in your syllabus. Now we will see next question where journal entries were asked. This type of problem we have already seen. That is why I have not taken the printout for journal entries. I will just show you how. So as I told you that whenever journal entries are asked, you can pass most of the entries directly from adjustment information given in the question. But for example, increase or decrease in liability, you can pass the entry. Depreciation or appreciation given in the question, you can pass the entry by debiting, crediting, revaluation account accordingly. Then you can pass journal entry for general reserve or P&L account, that also you can do. But for passing two journal entries, that is amount payable to the retiring partner or amount, how much amount is due to retiring partner, and out of it how much amount is paid and how much amount is transferred to loan account. For that purpose, you will have to prepare rough revaluation account and at least retiring partner's capital account. Now, in that case, when journal entries are asked, balance sheet is not asked because within specific time, for each question time is allocated by the board. So, balance sheet is not to be prepared. Partners capital account of continuing partners, you need not prepare. Only prepare two accounts because you will have, it will take time for you to pass the journal entries and write down the narration. So that is why only as a working note you have to prepare revaluation account and retiring partners capital account. It can be rough also. It is not that all accounts to or by you need not write. Just go on writing difference in the revaluation in assets and liabilities, post and find out profit or loss, because the object of preparing this account is to find out profit or loss on revaluation. Now let us try to understand the problem on retirement where journal entries are asked, and how to pass the journal entry. That I will tell you orally, because that is already done by us, but I will show you the account and the treatment of goodwill. See, this was asked in February 2017. Following is the balance sheet of Sharmila, Urmila and Pramila, who shared profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. Capital accounts: Sharmila, Urmila and Pramila. Reserve fund, creditors, bills payable, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, debtors, stock, bill receivable, cash in and cash at bank. These are the amounts given here. Now, who is retiring? Pramila is retiring. So, mark Pramila. Pramila is retiring. Now, goodwill of the firm was valued at 60,000. Again, goodwill of the firm is given. Try to understand. It was decided that goodwill should be raised to the extent of Pramila's share only and written off immediately. So it is to be written off immediately. Now, land and building to be appreciated by 20,000. Stock is revalued at 58,500. Furniture to be depreciated by 10%. Amount payable to Pramila is to be transferred to her loan account. So, there is no change in the cash account and this. So, that will be as it is. Now, first I will show you the revaluation account here. There is appreciation in the land and building, credit side. Stock is appreciated by 2,000, this is by 20,000. Furniture is depreciated, and then I have found out profit, which is distributed among the all partners in their profit sharing ratio. But I have not prepared all accounts of partners. I have just taken out the Pramila's capital account, because that is what is required for us. In examination also, you need not do other accounts. So, write down revaluation profit. Then reserve. Then opening balance. Now, coming to goodwill. Treatment of goodwill. Goodwill of the firm is 60,000, and as per the adjustment, it is to be raised and written off to the extent of 2/10. That is share of Pramila. So, then 60,000 share of goodwill of Pramila is equal to 60,000 goodwill of the firm into her share. So, it comes to 12,000. So, you can do in two ways, which we have already taught: goodwill to Pramila's account and Sharmila and Urmila to goodwill. Now, again, you need not find out gain ratio, because new ratio is not given. So, gain ratio will be new ratio. In this, you have to goodwill write off 5:3. So, I have passed the entry for your revision, but in the ledger, I have shown directly over here. That is, both the way you can do. I have written here by Sharmila's capital, by Urmila's capital. In the bracket you can write if you want goodwill account, goodwill and 7,500 each. So the object of showing again this problem is to give the effect, how the effects are to be given without debiting and crediting goodwill. Now this was very small problem, so instead of doing admission you can try this problem because there is option available for you. Now coming to next problem, and that is 1 minute. Now in the next problem, it was asked in July 2018. In that problem, it is specifically given in the adjustment that goodwill is to be written back in new profit sharing ratio. So when specific instructions are given in the question that write back goodwill in new ratio, then again you need not find out gain ratio. So that is why I have selected this problem for your reference and practice, and afterwards you can purchase board question paper which is available old syllabus, so you can buy from the market. Now bookstalls are open, so you go to any shop or second hand shop and ask for board question set. So that question set will consist of papers of all subjects: languages, mathematics, OCM, economics, secretary practice and accounts. So you will get question set unsolved papers of board that you buy and start practicing problems which we have discussed on various topics, that is bills of exchange, admission of partner, and now retirement of partner. Today will be the last lecture on retirement. So about 12 papers are available with you, and then you can solve the problem, practice the problem. And in case of difficulties, you can contact me on my mobile number, that is 98192 64032. I stay at Boroli, West Kastur Park, Shimpoli. I have my own books also. I can give you solution to solve problems to solution of board, Maharashtra board, and for ICSE, CBSE also. Now coming back to your retirement question, next question was asked in July 2018, in which goodwill of the retiring partner is given, and specifically it is given that write back this goodwill in new PSR. So again you need not find out gain ratio. Now question number July 2018 retirement. The balance sheet of Samarth Traders is as follows. The partners share profits and losses as 5:2:3. Asset side, plant and machinery, building, stock, debtors, gross minus RDD net, cash in hand, total 60,400. And capital accounts, Prakash, Dinakar, Rajan. Creditors 10,600 and general reserve 7,000. Dinakar retires, mark again, immediately you go on marking. This person is retiring. On 1st April 2016 on the following terms. Assets are revalued as under. Stock 14,000. Building is appreciated by 10%. Reserve for doubtful debt is to be increased up to 500. So it is up to. It was 400, brought from 400 to 500. So 100 rupees is there is increase of RDD. Up to it is not buy. Those words you must know. Then plant and machinery to be depreciated by 10%. Now try to understand the adjustment of goodwill. The goodwill of the retiring partner is valued at 4,000. His share is given. And the remaining partners decided that goodwill is to be written back in their new ratio 5:3. So in this case, again you need not find out the gain ratio, because as per the instruction, you have to write back the goodwill in this ratio. So Dinakar is to be paid 2,220 in cash on his retirement, and the balance is to be transferred to his loan account. Now, prepare profit and loss adjustment account, capital accounts of partners and balance sheet. So this you already know that there is appreciation in the stock. So credit side, building is appreciated by 2,000. Credit side, there is increase in the RDD from 400 to 500. So 100 rupees. Depreciation in machinery, plant and machinery 1,600. So there is profit. Now profit in the ratio of 5:2:3. Now this will be shown in the new balance sheet. Credit to partners capital account, opening balance, general reserve, profit and loss, profit on revaluation account, what we just now found out, and then goodwill. So goodwill is 4,000 and to be written back in the ratio of 5:3. So this is the ratio. Prakash capital account debit. Continuing partner Rajan's capital account debit to Dinakar's capital. So without showing goodwill account, again I am repeating, what is the object of or purpose of solving this problem is you should know how to give the treatment to retiring partner share of goodwill without debiting and crediting goodwill account. And then close the account of retiring partner first, amount payable as per the instructions to cash account, deduct it from cash account, final balance here, and balance the amount to be transferred to loan account, which will come in the balance sheet. Close remaining partners capital account, find out the balance, which will be shown in the new balance sheet. This is how. Again here see, creditors, there is no change, no adjustment, so as it is in the new balance sheet. No change means directly in the new balance sheet. Don't forget to write this. Now, last problem I will be discussing, and that will be, which was asked in 1 minute. Now, this problem was asked in February 2019. Now, in that problem, there were adjustment, there were one more, apart from goodwill, there was one more adjustment which was asked, and that is related to new capital is given in the question, and according to the new capital, you have to find out new capital of combined capital of new firm is given. You have to find out capital of continuing partner in their new PSR, and then find the amount payable or receivable from him. Now, let us try to understand the problem which was asked in your board, and that was in February 2019. The balance sheet of Dhirashri, Sonam and Simran, who were sharing profits and losses in proportion of their capitals. So, their profit sharing ratio is proportion to capital, means in this 15:6:9 means 3:2:5, 5:2:3. Again I will read. Their profit sharing ratio was in proportion to their capitals. In proportion to their capitals means in this ratio, that is 5:2:3. Creditors are given, then plant and machinery, land and building, stock, debtors less RDD, bank balance, that is all usual items given. Simran retired, so again Simran we mark first, she is going to retire. The stock is valued at 92% with 8% depreciation. RDD to be maintained at 10%. Again this 10% you have to calculate on gross, not on this. So that becomes 3,600. So 600 will be debited to revaluation account, and 3,600 will be deducted from the balance sheet. Now goodwill of the firm is fixed at 36. So goodwill of the firm is given, try to understand, and Simran's share in the same to be adjusted in the accounts of continuing partners in the gain ratio. So gain ratio you will have to find out. When to find out? New ratio is given. So when new ratio is given, you have to find out gain ratio. Now the entire capital of the new firm is fixed at 4,80,000. The entire capital of the new firm is fixed at 4,80,000 between Dhirashri and Sonam in proportion to their new profit sharing ratio, which will be 4:1 by making adjustment for difference in cash. So adjustment is done in cash. Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, capital account, balance sheet. Now this you already, so many problems in admission and retirement we have done, and that is appreciation in land and building, 33,000 credit, stock 2880 depreciation, RDD increase by 600, and then profit to be credited to all partners including retiring partner. Now coming to this. Now here opening balance, profit on revaluation, just now I found out. Then there are no reserves. So profit 1, 2, 3. Now coming to your goodwill. Now goodwill, I have prepared a table solution for this. Now try to understand. Working note, profit sharing ratio is 5:3:2 in proportion to capital. Goodwill of the firm is 36,000. The share of Simran is 36,000 into 3/10, which comes to 10,800. Goodwill is written off in the gain ratio. Gain ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. Gain of Dhirashri. New ratio 3/4 given in the question. Old ratio 5/10. LCM is 20. So 15/20 minus 10/20 is equal to 5/20. Gain made by Dhirashri. Gain of Sonam. New ratio 1/4 minus 2/4. LCM 20. 5/20 minus 4/20 is equal to 1/20. So the gain ratio is 5:1. So goodwill account to be debited to Dhirashri's account 9,600, 10,800 into 5/6, gain ratio 9,000, and goodwill debited to Simran's account, capital account 10,800 into 1/6, 1,800. Capital of Dhirashri 3/4 into total capital 3,60,000. Capital of Simran 1/4, it should be 1/4, 4,80,000 is equal to 1,20,000. So this new capital will be shown in the new balance sheet on the debit in the balance sheet here and on the debit side of partners capital account. Find out the amount payable to retiring partner Simran. Amount payable is 1,09,000 paid to her. Write down on the credit side of cash account. Then close remaining partners capital account. Find out the difference in capital account, and then that will be coming in the cash account. This is how you have to. So the difference here is, see, 3,69,000 total. Write down here, difference is 2,04,000. So Dhirashri will bring 2,04,000 cash. Sonam will bring 55,896. So entry is cash account debit, Sonam's capital account debit, bank account debit 2,04,000, 55,000 bank account debit to capital account of partners. Close bank account and show the new figure in the new closing balance in the new balance sheet. So this is how you have to solve the problems. About 8 to 9 problems on the retirement I have discussed and shown you the solution. Now next time, that is on Monday. Tomorrow it will be the lecture on economics. So Monday I will be telling you adjustment calculation about in case partner dies, death of a partner. That we'll see on Monday.